Fermi-Dirac statistics or FD statistics. Today we are going to see Fermi-Dirac statistics. This statistics was developed by E. Fermi. Very important, this statistics was developed by E. Fermi, and that for electrons and its relation to quantum mechanics was established by, very important, another name, P. A. M. Dirac in 1926. Very important. Fermi is the first name of the scientist. Dirac is another scientist who worked on this, and they established a relation. The wave function of a system of identical, the particle who follow Fermi-Dirac statistics are called as fermions. Hence, the wave function of a system of identical fermions is antisymmetric. That is, the sign of the wave function changes on interchange of any two fermions. When we interchange any two fermions, the wave function, the sign of the wave function will change, and hence this is antisymmetric in nature. The spin angular momentum ms h cross, where h cross is h upon 2 pi, h is Planck's constant, is given by ms h cross can be 1 by 2 h cross or 3 by 2 h cross or 5 by 2 h cross and so on, where ms is the spin quantum number. Such particles are called as fermions. For example, electrons, where ms is equal to 1 by 2. Positrons, again ms 1 by 2. Protons, this is protons, again ms 1 by 2. Neutrons, ms is 1 by 2. Now let us see Fermi-Dirac distribution law. For that, we will first write the basic postulates. An isolated system of identical weakly interacting particles particles. Here these particles are called as fermions. Fermions whose spin momentum is an odd half integral multiple of h cross, where h cross is h upon 2 pi, h is Planck's constant. The system is in equilibrium at the absolute temperature capital T with total energy U, volume V, and total number of particles capital N. The very important, the particles are indistinguishable and they obey the Pauli's exclusion principle, according to which only one particle can occupy any one quantum state, that is, in a given quantum state, the number of particles can be either 0 or 1. Now, Fermi-Dirac statistical count, we are going to see the Fermi-Dirac statistical count. Since the particles are indistinguishable, there is only one way of selecting particles for each of the energy levels. The number of ways of placing the first particle, first of NR particles in one of the GR quantum states is equal to, if we have 5 particles and 10 quantum states, so we have 10 quantum states, 7, 8, 9, 10. I selected 1, so I can place that first particle in any of these 10 quantum states, means that is equal to 10. When the number of ways of placing the first particle, here the first particle is equal to the quantum state 10. So here NR particles in one of the GR quantum state is equal to GR. But according to Pauli's exclusion principle, if it can accommodate at the most one particle, and then now we have to leave this quantum state. So we are remaining with 9 quantum state, means GR minus 1 quantum state are remaining for the second particle. When the first particle has occupied a quantum state, the remaining number of quantum states is equal to GR minus 1. Therefore, the number of ways of placing a second particle is GR minus 1 in GR minus 1 available states is equal to GR minus 1. Similarly, the number of ways of placing earth particle in the remaining GR minus NR minus 1 states is equal to GR minus NR minus 1, which is equal to GR minus NR plus 1. Here this term, how it is coming, again we will see. For the first particle, when we for the first particle, number of ways of placing is GR. For the second particle, we are having only GR minus 1 available state. For the third particle, when we want to place the third particle, then we are having GR minus 2. So this is nothing but GR minus 3 minus 1. Likewise, when you want to place the nth particle, then available is GR minus NR minus 1, which is equal to GR minus NR plus 1. So this is how we arrive to this equation. Now we are interested in finding the total number of ways of arranging all the particles. We are considering here only one particle at a time. Hence, the total number of ways of arranging NR particles among GR states is equal to GR into GR minus 1 into GR minus 2 multiplication and GR minus NR plus 1. Now we are going to multiply and divide by GR minus NR factorial. GR minus 1, GR minus 2, GR minus NR plus 1 to GR minus NR factorial divided by GR minus NR factorial. This is if GR is 100, 99, 98, 97, 96, 95, 94 like this, and this is factorial. So this is nothing but GR factorial divided by GR minus NR factorial. Hence, the actual number of independent permutation of NR particles among GR quantum states is given by W is equal to GR factorial upon NR factorial GR minus NR factorial. So this is for first particle. For the entire particle we will get W is equal to pi R is equal to 1 to S GR factorial upon NR factorial GR minus NR factorial. Very important. This I will say equation number 1. Condition for most probable. Condition for most probable distribution. As we know, del log W upon del NR minus alpha minus beta ER equal to 0. Equation number A. Now we are going to find energy distribution law taking log of both sides of equation 1. I think it is equation W is equal to pi R is equal to 1 to S GR factorial upon NR factorial GR minus NR factorial. We will take log of this equation of both sides. So log W is equal to, now the product will change into summation form. Summation R is equal to 1 to S log GR factorial minus log NR factorial minus log GR minus NR factorial. Now, according to Stirling's formula, log GR factorial can be written as GR log GR minus GR. Log NR factorial is equal to NR log NR minus NR. Log GR minus NR factorial is equal to GR minus NR log GR minus NR minus GR minus NR. So this is equation 2. This is equation 3. Substitute 3 into substituting 3 in 2, we will get log W is equal to summation R is equal to 1 to S GR log GR minus GR minus NR log NR minus NR minus GR minus NR log GR minus NR minus GR minus NR. This is equal to summation R is equal to 1 to S GR log GR minus GR minus NR log NR plus NR minus GR minus NR log GR minus NR minus minus of minus, this will give you plus gr minus nr. Now this minus gr and this nr will get cancelled, and we will remain with r is equal to 1 to s. I will use another, which is equal to summation r is equal to 1 to s gr log gr minus nr log nr minus gr minus nr log gr minus nr. This is equation number 4. Now differentiating equation 4 partially with respect to nr, we will get del log w upon del nr equal to, this will go entire 0, minus, we will not consider summation. This is for the general equation. Now this is, we are remaining with this differentiation of, this is first and second. So nr upon nr plus log nr minus of gr minus nr upon gr minus nr minus of log gr minus nr. Now we will open the bracket. 0 minus 1 minus log nr minus of minus plus 1 minus of minus plus log gr minus nr. This will cancel. Minus log nr plus log gr minus nr is equal to log gr minus nr upon nr. Since minus means in log, this is nothing but it will come in division. This is equation number 5. We obtain del log w upon del nr is equal to this. We will substitute in condition for most probable distribution. Substituting in condition for most probable distribution, that is del log w upon del nr minus alpha minus beta er equal to 0. In the last equation we got del log w upon del nr from equation 5 is nothing but log gr minus nr upon nr minus alpha minus beta er equal to 0. Log gr minus nr upon nr is equal to alpha plus beta er. Gr minus nr upon nr is equal to e to the power alpha, e to the power beta er. Gr upon nr minus 1 is equal to e to the power alpha, e to the power beta er. Gr upon nr is equal to e to the power alpha, e to the power beta er plus 1, which implies nr is equal to gr upon e to the power alpha, e to the power beta er plus 1. This is very important equation. This is the general form of Fermi-Dirac energy distribution law for a system of identical fermions. We know that beta is equal to 1 upon kT. we can again rewrite the above equation. Nr is equal to gr upon e to the power alpha e to the power er upon kt plus 1. But the temperature has no appreciable effect on a free electron gas. Such a system of independent particles is highly degenerate at room temperature. For a system of such particles, the degeneracy parameter that is e to the power alpha e to the power minus alpha, we can write as capital A, is greater than 1. For a system of such particle means free electron gas which has the temperature has appreciable effect on this electron gas. Such system is independent of such a system of independent particle is highly degenerate at room temperature. These particles are highly degenerate at room temperature. So the degeneracy parameter is given by e to the minus alpha. We will denote it by capital A is another constant which is greater than 1. If it is like that, then that is A is greater than 1. A is nothing but e to the minus alpha is greater than 1, or we can say that e to the power alpha is less than 1. So we can write e to the power alpha is equal to e to the power minus EF upon KT. Very important. In such case, when A is greater than 1, we can write e to the power alpha is equal to e to the minus EF upon KT, where EF is called the Fermi energy. It is called Fermi energy of the system. Now substituting the values of e to the power alpha in the equation for general form of Fermi-Dirac distribution, we will get equation of Fermi-Dirac energy distribution law. Nr is equal to, we got gr upon e to the power alpha e to the power er upon kt plus 1, which we got. We will substitute over here e to the power alpha. So gr upon e to the power minus ef upon kt into e to the power er upon kt plus 1, which is equal to gr upon e to the power er minus ef upon kt plus 1. You should remember this equation, very important equation. This is Fermi-Dirac distribution for energy of fermions. Thank you.